Good morning on this Memorial Day. So, I had a very bad hair experience this morning, and I wanted to share it with y'all. Now the plan was I was just gonna sit here, you know, do my hair, braid it up, chill by myself, watch a little TV and everything. But I messed up my hair. I spent over an hour trying to get the stuff out of my hair, y'all. So I know right now. So I washed my hair last night. And I was gonna put some deep conditioner on, let it sit overnight, do the whole overnight conditioner thing. So I use this, which is Curl Smith Intense Treatment Serum. Now let me just say this is not the first time I've used this. Let me put this here because I know sometimes it gets difficult. The first time hey, this shit was awesome on my hair. This time, however, I had a different experience. So I think I'm gonna be like the to tell you how to use it and don't use it like I just did. Because this went all wrong. All wrong. Whew, okay. Oh, let me share this so people see I'm on here. So let me tell you what just happened to my hair. Uh, it was bad. So I have been in the shower over an hour trying to get the stuff out my head. Okay. Hey Shanna, hey. So now this is this curl. Now let me just say, first time I used it, I loved it. My hair was so fabulous. It was wonderful when I used it the last time. So let me tell you now. So I'm gonna give you the don't do this to your head lesson. All right. So when you get this, I know there's hardly anything in here. You can't see it, but it's like very thick. Now, what it says is, put it in your hands, rub it until it melts into an oil. Hi. Okay, so let's talk. So it says this. Now, this is what I've done this before. My hair was fabulous to the point that this went on sale at Ulta, and I bought 2 of these jars. So I was like, yes, let me stock up when it's 50% off because this shit ain't cheap. This is $36 for this little bitty ass thing. So this is one of them things that you don't use it all the time on your hair. So like the last time my hair was so beautiful, it was okay. So let me tell you what happened. Things not to do. So I washed my hair. I was doing some stuff. So I didn't want to put the conditioner. Oh shit, I think I still got stuff in my hair. Okay, we're gonna see what happens. Okay, so this is like two things you could do. And my hair just falling out my head. So there's two things you could do with this stuff. You can use it on your hair dry. You put it on your hands, and then you supposedly, put it in to give it a nice oil drench, right? Or you could use it as a deep conditioner. Hey Sarah, so I've used it as a deep conditioner. So I was going to deep conditioner yesterday. So I washed my hair, but then I was doing some stuff. I didn't want to put it on yet. So then I later on that evening, look at my hair just knotting up and just falling on my fucking head. Okay, so then I was like, okay, so I'm gonna dampen my hair and then put this on because you're supposed to have damp hair, right? Use on dry or damp hair. So I was gonna use it on damp hair and put it on. So I'm putting it in my hands, but maybe I didn't get it oily enough. It didn't melt enough in my hands because I can be kind of cold. I'm a little cold blooded. I'm like, I'm like Paul Abdul. I'm a cold hearted slayer. So anyway, and then it says wrap it in plastic, in cling wrap, and then, sleep overnight on it. Now, I've been doing this thing lately where I use grocery bags. I couldn't find the plastic wrap. So, I'll take a grocery bag and wrap my head in it. It's the same thing as fucking, I thought it was the same thing, apparently it's not. So I get up this morning and I'm, well, your hair should come out when you take your braids out because your shed hair has been in your head. When you're wearing braids, your hair can't shed naturally. So whenever you do something with your hair where you're not touching it, where it's just underneath something, it's braided down, or you like say you have a bun, and you wash it out, you're gonna have more, you're gonna notice more hair loss because all that shed hair is still in there. So anyway, so I go to wash my hair out, right? Wash this shit out of my hair. Girl, this stuff is like fucking cement in my head, right? Literally, this shit was sticky and sticking and sticking. And the more I tried to get it out my hair, the more it was just like clinging and clinging and clinging. So then I said, so then I So then I put some shampoo on it, each section. So, my hair was just like this, braided into these sections. And then I put some shampoo on it. That still, like right now, I can still feel the shit in my head, y'all. So now I got to really work on this. Because you can still see it's in my head. So then I, so I'm freaking out because this was the first section. I just cannot get this shit out of my head. I cannot get it out. I cannot get it out. I am rinsing it and rinsing it and rinsing it. And I shampooed it. Can't get this shit to come out my hair. And it's knotting up as I go down my head. So I'm going to take this little section right here. We're going to start here. So let's do this section first. Okay. Oh. Hey, Courtney. So like, see how it's doing? It's like clinging to each other. You see that? This is what's happening with my hair. So I'm going through my head and I'm trying to like, shit. So I'm trying to get all the shit out of my head. I can still feel it in my, I can't do ACV on my head. It will, that's even worse on my head. So, hey Gerda. So I was washing it out. I was rinsing it out. I was trying to get all this shit out of my head. Still not coming out. So I'm put some more water on this shit. Hopefully this will help. So then so as I got to the back of my head, I had a great idea because I said, okay, this stuff melts, right? So then I had to turn up the water. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do right now because maybe with some extra water, some conditioner, I can get this stuff through my head. So then I said, oh, I had an epiphany. I said, let's put some hot water. So I had to sit under the water as hot as I possibly could. And that started melting it. So I've been sitting under the water almost at burn level, trying not to burn myself up. So what I'm doing now is I'm putting some of my olive oil on here, and I'm hoping it'll like mix with it and soften it up. So this is my oil that I make, and I'm going to take it in smaller sections than I normally do. And I'm really going to slather it with oil and see if that'll help. Yeah, so I'm like, so I got knots coming out my head and everything. See how I look? Okay. So, and then I have some leave-in conditioner that I'm gonna use. So we're gonna see if all this will cling to it and like break this shit up in my head. So let's see. Can I comb through it? Okay, so I can comb through it. Because what I'm trying to do is separate this fucking hair and not let it knot up. It is Curlsmith's Intense Treatment Serum. I'll show y'all in just a section. Just a second. Okay. So this is what I used on my hair. Now, like I said, I've used it before, but this time it didn't melt on my hair. So I don't know if, I didn't have plastic wrap. Like I said, I do this thing where I use like old grocery bags and wrap my head in it. So I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to actually go to the beauty supply right in the corner and get me some plastic wrap, caps. Because I don't think it, melted, because it's supposed to melt. It's supposed to give you this like really oil consistency on your hair and like melt into your hair, which it did the first time I used it. This time, however, it did not. and trying to get it out didn't happen. Then I said, let me go look on YouTube and see did anybody else have this, issue. So what I found is I only found one person who's actually reviewed this particular product from Curlsmith. I think I've used the oil and cream, and the oil and cream is nice. But yeah. Okay, so we're getting through this section. It's a little thick. So I was just I was just gonna be sitting here by myself because I was gonna rinse up my head. Hey Glenda, and just be done with it. And but see what I'm saying? It's trying to like clean with each other. Yeah, that's what I think happened. It didn't get it hot enough to dissolve it. So it never dissolved and it was just like cement on my head. So we're gonna do this. And I'm going to, and if this doesn't do the trick, I'm gonna figure out something else. So what I think I'm gonna wind up doing, honestly, is after I do this, I'm gonna go get some plastic wrap and I'm gonna wrap my head up in it. I'm gonna braid these down and I'm gonna wrap my head up in some plastic wrap and let it just sit, and maybe it'll just need to dissolve like that and it'll be fine. Because you can use it on your hair, when it's dry. So it's not like it's not for that. D'Angela, we missed you yesterday when I had that, we did the premiere. So I'm hoping that, and maybe it'll just be really intensely conditioned after this. We're going to see, because right now, this is bad. Okay. So let's take this. And baby, the back of my head was not having it, was not serving it. It was not happening. So I'm going to take, because normally I would just do this whole section of my head and braid it up. But we're going to take smaller sections today. We're going to just do a little smaller sectioning. And I'm going to let the hair do what it's doing. Because see right there, it's knotting up and holding together. See that? Because I can still feel product on my hair. Oh, maybe I should get under the dryer. What y'all think? I'm thinking maybe if I wrap my head up and get under a dryer so that it melts. Maybe that'll do the trick. Because right now, well, honey, you better enjoy your time off. What was you doing? Was you kicking it? Was you kicking it? Everybody needs a little kicking it time. And you off today, right? Nice. Well, you were supposed to enjoy that time off. Okay, so here we go. I just got hair falling out. I'm show you how much hair has come out because of this little situation I got going on. So what I'm doing is I'm putting some oil on my hair, trying to but you see how it's doing? So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do because I need it to melt. So maybe if I, to really get the cling off of my hair. So maybe I'm gonna wrap it up. See, like right there. Wrap it up, and then sit under the dryer. I hate sitting under the dryer. Maybe I'll just use the blow dryer. Good food fun. Oh, that's always great. That's always great. Glad you enjoyed yourself because you always at work. And then we're gonna put some Deep conditioner on it. I'm using the TGIN green tea because I was going to use a different deep conditioner. I mean, leave-in conditioner that I wanted to try out. But after this, I was like, let's work with products we know. Okay, so let's get this on here. Get them ends. Uh, yeah, my. Okay, so I use this stuff on my hair. This is called Intense Treatment Serum by Curlsmith. I think so. What it's supposed to do is it's supposed to basically be like this. Hold on. So it's supposed to be like this. Like it's like a pomade. It's like almost like a grease, but it's supposed to like melt into an oil into your hair. You can use it just like on your hair, or you can use it as a deep conditioner. So I've used it as a deep conditioner before. Y'all see that right there? Fuck me. So you're supposed to put it on overnight, and you're supposed to use like plastic wrap. It says. Okay, so there we go. And so I used a grocery bag because I was on this grocery bag thing. So what it did was, it's like it didn't melt. So it's like knots all up in my head of this shit. I'm like, so when I was trying to wash it out, it was clinging to my head, clinging to my head. It would not melt, rinse off. So I've been in the shower for over an hour trying to get this out of my hair. I've washed it out. I've used shampoo. I've then I figured out to get it to melt some. I had to get the water as hot as I could stand it and stand under it and then work on it. But see, it's knotting up my hair because the hair is clinging to each other. So I got to figure out how to do this. So now I'm just trying to like get through it enough. And I'm thinking I might need to like put a blow dryer to it or something to melt this shit into my head. Maybe it'll be better then. Because right now my hair is coming out with this bullshit. Okay, so now we've gotten through there. I mean, like, baby, yes, it was acting like Murray's hair grease. So I'm going to show how much hair I'm losing because of this. Whew. So see right there? Okay. So I was just gonna be sitting here by myself doing it because I thought it was gonna be a really easy peasy thing. Now the thing is, I've used this stuff before, so I'm thinking it's because my hair didn't get hot enough. My hair didn't get hot enough, and the stuff didn't melt on my head. Okay. So I think I am going to like try to. Diana, how are you? So now I'm gonna have to like blow out my hair some to see can I, get this stuff through my head so it's not, just clumps of this shit that won't go away. Because right now it's like cement in my head. Right now it's really cement in my head. So don't do it like me. Yeah, see, I know. Oh, see, that's what I should do. Normally, what I do is I do a plastic cap and I wrap it in a scarf, and it works fine. It'll do. But I think, it's kind of cold here. It wasn't cold enough for a heater. Hey, Lala, girl, I've had my hair that short, but it's been years, and my hair too damn long now. I got it too damn far. So we're gonna see, can we fix this today? So we're gonna try to fix this. So this is in here is water and Vera juice. Oh, you got your hair faded? Yeah, I used to have short hair for like 10 years. Girl, I'm too fluffy. My face too big now. You gotta be small like you. See, like right there? See that right there? Right there. I can feel it. It's like a nice little knot going on. So now I gotta try to get that knot out, or it's gonna take my hair out. You know, I got that fluffy girl face. See, like right there. See that? See how that is right there? So if it's not correct, it becomes cement in your hair. So the moral of the story is this shit will become cement in your hair if you don't do it right. So I had this phone call with my sister yesterday that was on the way of going bad. You know, I'm like, girl, what? Um, so I have a cousin that stopped talking to me over a man years ago. Now here's the thing. Wasn't like I wanted the guy. He was just a friend of mine. They got together, and for some reason she was trying to act like with her old ass, like they weren't together and all this other stuff, right? It was just really bizarre. And so she hasn't spoken to me really in years. And so because of that, the rest of her family really don't speak to me. Her mama, you know, because they all live in the same building together. Now, mind you, she's still with the guy. Wasn't like I wanted him. It wasn't one of those type of things. No, no, they still together. But there's some reasons why he's there too. You know, listen. Okay, so my issue was when they got together. He was a friend of mine, but I felt like he was opportunist because she lived in a house, a family building, stuff like that. No, 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 no. They was messing around. Everybody knew they were, but they was acting like they weren't for some reason. I don't know why. It was very bizarre for grown ass people. But he basically moved into her apartment. He ain't never left the building. 10, almost 11 years later, he ain't gone. Long story short, at the time, he was pretty much homeless at that moment. I mean, it wasn't like he was on the street homeless, but he was. It was a hope. It was a hope. He was homosexual at that moment. So, you know, I mean, because it happened so rapidly. Hey, and everybody was like, "What's going on?" Everybody in the building, we was all like, "What's going on? What's going on?" So what happened was, okay. So here's how she got mad at me, and has not spoke to me in years. And this is the stupidest shit ever. Is that she felt because like her sister was like coming at their mama like she got this dude because basically she's living for free in the building, and my cousin, her older sister, was tripping, right? So I was so so during that time I was like shit, I didn't want the I was like damn it, I'm about to be, you ain't never heard homosexual, yeah, look, man looking for a place to lay his head. So um so he was like I mean, he literally moved in with her. And I'll be honest with you, he had been kind of been staying with me. So I was at first kind of cool with it because kept him out of my refrigerator because I didn't have money like that. And since she was staying at home, and her mother would buy food, so they was buying food for everybody, he was eating good. So anyway, apparently she got mad at me because everybody in the building was talking about it and we were keying. And and so she decided she was gonna be mad at somebody, so she decided she'd be mad at me because you know um Right. Yeah, I'm homophobic. Right. It's really like, yeah, they clean when it starts getting cold. Um, so, shit. Hey, cousin. Put this here. That's in the wrong spot. So anyway, so they've been together all these years. Now, I mean, like literally, she was like, she didn't want him talking to me. If they were gonna be together, he had to stop talking to me and all this other bullshit. And I used to call him my little brother. So, and for a while, he would come around me and be like, "Yeah, when I get my money together, hey, honey, yeah, um, when I get my money together, I'm gonna move here." But I knew this nigga wasn't doing nothing because he wasn't. Okay, I'm gonna just say this: grown ass man at one point was working as a dishwasher at this little restaurant. Kid you not. This has been since they've been together. So, um, so I'm giving y'all the backstory on this. So they still together. They still live in the building. And now he's the building manager. I said, well, shit, they need to give him a job because he wasn't never going to get a real one. Damn near close to it, he was. He was in his 40s at the time. And so she's always had a decent job, you know. Um, so so they're still together. But I will say this: he was the first man who really wanted to be with her. You know what I'm saying? Like she had relationships, but they hadn't really gone well. So this is, I mean, he's one of them type of guys. He's like, he know how to talk to him. He'd be like all up on you, like ooh 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 ooh. I mean, and he a little bitty man, so you know he got to work that. He got to work that mouthpiece well. And I'm sure he worked that mouthpiece well in other spaces too. I'm just saying. Um, so so then she decided you can't talk to me, and then did this thing where she told people, you know, like friends. We had some mutual friends, which were more her friends. You know, she told them if they wanted to be her friend, they couldn't talk to me. And these grown ass motherfuckers went for that. So I said, fuck all of you. And then like him, baby. Well, I mean, when you're a homosexual, you normally do put in work. Homosexuals do put in work. That's the thing about a homosexual. They put in that work. So I'm saying all this to get to this point of the story that I'm about to tell y'all. So y'all have a little background on what my response was. So I really haven't gone over to this family building in, 10 years since all this been going down. And everybody knows that it's stupid, but they're like, well, that's her. And this is my daughter. So I just left the shit alone. So I said, okay, so I only come around if I have to for some family events. I don't fuck with nobody. Now I am the don't fuck with nobody queen. We ain't never gotta speak again. Because the way things have happened with people, because she's done this to other people, is that they'll wait her out, and then when she wants to talk to them, then they're okay with it. I'm like, fuck that bitch. She got me twisted. Right. So, um, so I'm saying this because my sister called me like there was a fire in this building I guess over the weekend. Shit, I don't know. Apparently there was a fire, and my sister's so fucking extra, and she know goddamn well I don't fuck with people. So why did you? So she's like, well, did you know? I'm like, nope. And I mean, literally, they live down the street from me. So she's like, did you know? Now, I really don't fuck with my sister either. Everybody can leave me the fuck alone. And so, and so, and she said some shit that almost triggered me to cuss her ass out. But in a different time, in a different space, I probably would have. But at this point, I don't even fuck with people like that. Look, do you see this fucking? Do you see what I'm saying? Because this shit is knotted. Did y'all see how my hair just knotted up? Yeah, that's what it's been doing. So I'm trying to get that not out. So this shit's fucked up. So she's telling me about this, and she's like, "Oh, this happened, and this was going on." I was like, "Oh, okay." I said, "Well, Terry, you know that, but really, I really don't talk to them. They don't talk to me. So, I don't know what the fuck going on in their household. Why would why would I know? It's not like we talk." And then she's like, "Oh well, this is a family thing." And she been doing this whole family thing the last couple of years with me. And I'm like, listen, people treat me, let me know who the fuck they think I am and how they gonna act with me. I act accordingly. Now I'm not gonna cuss you out. I'm not gonna do any of those things, but I'm gonna keep it moving because I don't have time in my life. None of this shit is promised to us. Nothing is promised to us. To be worried about motherfuckers and trying to make them like me because we got some blood tie. I'm gonna treat you like a Negro. Oh, it almost came out wrong. I'm gonna treat you like the Negro on the street that you are to me now. So I don't fuck with them. I don't bother them. They don't bother me. I have people that I talk to, that are for, but my sister want to do this whole family over everything. Um, you know what? Maybe let's try that. Hold on, let's get the air. Let's get it. Hold on, let me go get my blow dryer. She's like, well, it's family and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, whatever. So my whole point was they don't really fuck with me. So what am I supposed to be doing? Rushing around because something happened to them like this? When honestly, I don't even know. How would I know? You know what I'm saying? It's not so much that okay, well, if it came down to it, they needed something, and I'm down the street, I'd have got it for them or whatever. But no one's contacted me. Why would I know? We don't talk like that. You know that. Hold on, let's see what this helps. Oh, okay. Okay, that did help. I barely even know how to use my blow dryer. So yeah, so I'm like, what? And so yeah, so that did help. Got a little knot right here. Thank you. I was thinking about that. You just put it in my head, Diana. Thank you. Okay. Yep, it's starting to melt. Thank you. Okay, so let's do that. Now let's put this this leave-in on and see what happens. Can we get through it? Can we get through these knots? Okay. So and then she uses that as a segue to spank my hands because I don't fuck with people, including her. Because it's like this whole thing they have going with me now. That I don't bother anybody because I feel like this. Listen, we've had issues. And I told him if you need me, call me. But otherwise, we keep living our best life the way we were. Do we need to be in contact with each other? No. So my sister used that as an excuse to, hi. Well, you know what I've learned over the years? Blood means nothing. Family is not about blood. And when we cling to those notions, that's when we get fucked up by people. Because we cling to these notions that because that because they're family, we have to create these connections. We really don't. We just need to know who the fuck they are. If they got kids, so we can keep up with these bloodlines. But I don't need to be around you. You don't need to be around me. And if you treat, because like, here's the thing. If this was somebody else, it wouldn't even be a conversation, because it would be like, oh, y'all ain't friends no more, right? So to say that I have to have connections with these people who treat me shabbily because there's some blood tie, you got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So for me, once you, okay, so this how we going. Okay, cool. So that's the way I deal with it, and it ain't no harm on nobody. See, because I got too much time. I ain't got my time ain't promised on here. So me to be trying to manage motherfuckers who don't like me and want to treat me like they don't like me. Fuck you. Okay, cool. You don't like me. Yeah, you related to me because of this, and that's fine to know. But the rest of that shit, okay, cool. And I think we do ourselves a disservice. And hey, Gloria, and family doesn't have to be about blood. You know? You can create family through your friends, through a lot of other things. But it ain't got to be based on your blood tie. That's not what really creates family. Family is about love. And these motherfuckers don't love you, why the fuck are you worrying yourself about it and trying to make them love you? They're not. They don't. It's okay. Because when my cousin decided to, whatever he was saying, whatever fuck he was doing, weekend of July 9th. Okay, I'll be around. Let me know. Yeah, exactly. I mean, exactly. I have friends that are more family like than my blood ties, my blood family. And we have to not, because so often we let blood family treat us shabbily, hurt us for years, and take it because they're our family. You ain't got to do that. I promise you, you do not. Create your family. And it's okay. And I had to learn that, from shit that happened with me and my family. I had to learn that, sometimes family just ain't that. And it's okay. And you can't sit there and cling to what you think family should look like. And why isn't it happening like that? Hey, Marilyn. You know, because sometimes that just ain't it. Because my thing is, when I was ill, none of you all were around me. So my sister is telling me that I need to be, I need to be more family. And, because if when people are sick and everything, family needs to come together. And I know my sister has rewritten in her head what happened between us, because they don't ever want to admit how they treated their little sister. So my older sisters have rewritten history to say that when I was ill, when I was dealing with all of my illness, when I was in and out of the hospital, because they were angry at me for something else, they chose at that moment to say, oh, fuck her. And they had every right. But I also have every right to react to it, right? So you know what I'm saying? So like oh no, they not just selective, honey. They rewrote that shit. They swear them. My older sister swears I was never ill. That because she wanted. Now, mind you, I wasn't asking that bitch for nothing. And yeah, I call my cousin. Well, I call her the witch. the littlest witch. I wasn't asking her for anything. My friend just wanted her to know your sister is really ill. I know y'all having some issues. Y'all ain't talking right now, but your little sister's in the hospital. They don't know what's wrong with her. They acting like she might die. My sister's hung up the phone. My older sister wanted to know, wanted to talk to my doctors because she felt like she needed to make sure I would, because I don't have anything to give her. That was her response. I had insurance. I was working. I didn't need nothing from her ass. My friend just wanted to know your sister's in the hospital. Shit happened overnight. She bleeding. My sister, because they were angry at me, and their anger was based on the fact that I'm the younger sister, and I actually said some shit back to their ass because I was 40 some years old, and you're not gonna talk to me like I'm a kid. So they got all upset with me because I kicked them bitches out of my house because you're not gonna talk to me crazy in my house. Girl, the Curlsmith, but I think it's my fault. It was the Curlsmith Intense Treatment Serum, but I think I did it wrong. It was my fault. No, it's not. Um, we're gonna see. I think I got this section pretty good. The back section, we're gonna see how it works. Because that was the first part of my head. So we're gonna see how it's doing now. It was me because of the way I did it. So my sister to say some shit about, us family, if something's happening, you should be there for them. Right. Yeah, it was operator error. I'm gonna use it again correctly, not now. But I mean, now I will say my hair is feeling. It was just I couldn't get this shit to melt out of my hair. I'm gonna tell you what I did wrong, so you don't do it, Coco. Okay. So yeah, it was So it was like, so she almost triggered me to say something because I was like, girl, shut up, girl, shut up. But I did good. I just said don't say that because she has revisionist history. She like a white person. This is. Yes, you do. You do. You bought this. Didn't you buy the intense treatment serum? Didn't we buy that? Yeah, and I used it wrong. Uh so so yeah, she was like, so there was that moment when I almost said something, and I said, "Now don't say nothing, because you better than this." Right? Yeah, you done bought so much hair products, you done forgot. Okay, so this is what I did. I didn't. The thing is, this is that oil serum stuff, right? So what I did was, instead of putting plastic cap over my head or plastic wrap, I used a grocery bag because that's been my thing lately. Um, So I did that overnight, but apparently it did not melt the oil because that's the thing. It has to melt the oil for it to really work on your hair because I've used it before and it came out lovely. Lovely, right? So I've been it took me over an hour trying to get this shit out of my head, and it was clinging to my head. It was like cement in my head. So I wound up having to use the hottest water in the to get it done. Cinnamon B, I think you're new. I've never seen you before. Good morning. So yeah, so don't be me. Use it correctly. This is when, yeah, you can use it as a leave-in or a deep conditioner. I've used it as a deep conditioner before, and it came out really good because you put it on overnight, and apparently I had it's both. You can do it both ways. So now the oiling cream I really like as a leave-in. Um, so yeah, whoo, get this on here. Okay, so now I'm gonna put my personal oil on here. I'm about to redo my personal oil, make it a little better. I'm gonna tweak my personal oil that I made. You can use it on dry hair. You can use it on dry hair. I've just used it as a deep conditioner before, and it came out really good. This time, so yeah, so when I was sick, my sisters, did this whole, oh my God, we're angry with her. We can't be bothered. Pretty much that's how my sisters approached when I was sick. So now it's like, girl, nah. So when she said that, I was almost triggered to respond because I mean, literally, that was the time when, I was hemorrhaging. They thought I had, leukemia, and I had bone marrow biopsies and shit. And my sister was like, yeah, we mad at her. Fuck her. So, that has changed the complexion of our relationship, as it should. So, yeah, it's like, whatever. So I don't go around them. Yeah, yeah, you could use it overnight. Yeah, and I've used it overnight. But what I did this time was apparently, hey Chantel, I didn't have enough. I didn't have enough heat on my head. So by using the grocery bag, it just didn't give it enough heat to melt the oils, because that's what you're trying to do. You put it in your hands, you melt it. So when I was putting it on, it was really thick. It was late at night. And that's the thing. I put it on really late at night because I was tired. So there we go. Yeah. So now we're trying to get through it because, honey, it was like cement on my head. It was just knotting up as I was in the. I like literally, I shampooed my hair. That didn't work. So I had to start. I had to sit under the hottest water I could possibly, just to get this shit to start melting out of my head. Okay. So it's looking okay now. So I wasn't even gonna go live, but I needed company in case I ripped my hair out my head. So I wanted a little company as I tried to not rip my hair out. Well, usually I had it damp, so it wasn't wet, wet. It was just a little damp because I had, you know, braided it down earlier. So I had washed my hair a while before then. So I just had it a little damp so I could put it. Girl, I don't even know where it is. I think B has my brush. I think she was using it for Bakari's hair. So I gotta go find my brush. That's the other thing. I don't know where my brush is. So I'm using this one. But it's doing a job. Okay. Why is my child calling me? She might call somebody, but she calling me. I'll see y'all later. I gotta take this call. Oh, you hear her? I took a phone call and everything. Did y'all hear the phone call? No, I was on a phone call. It wasn't frozen. I took a phone call. I didn't know it was gonna keep me on here. No, it froze up because I was on the phone. I'm using my phone right now. So it so it wasn't frozen. I was taking a phone call. Y'all didn't hear me say, "Oh, I got to take this phone call from B." I thought it was gonna just disconnect me. I didn't know it did that. Okay, because I'm gonna have to get off right after I do this because she's saying that she want me to go get breakfast. You know what? I'm so tired of being a damn. Um, I'm so tired of being the little. What is it called? The little messenger boy up in this house. Right, my ringtone was loud, wasn't it? Hi, Nadia. Haven't seen you in a while. Coco got a grip ahead. Oh shit. I did this wrong. I'm just trying to see how much I can get done. She's like, go get some food. Oh man. I'm just feeling like I'm doing this all wrong, y'all. Okay, so there we go. I don't think y'all want to be all up in my underarms. Hey, I'm gonna have to get off of this one after I do this one because I gotta go get breakfast for everybody. I couldn't get it all out. Huh? I didn't do a rinse out, but that's probably what I needed to do. I forgot to do my rinse out. I was so frustrated, Coco. I was just done. I should have done a rinse out. You too. You're right. Probably would have broke it up some more. See, that's why I be needing you, Coco, because you my hair guru. You my hair guru. You my hair guru. Coco had your hair right. Cause I ain't, my hair never be as long as Coco's, but I would like, a decent amount of length. I know I could call you. I should have called you right after it happened and be like, Coco, my hair. I didn't want to call up like a little baby though. Hey, Kelly. I said, let me put my big girl panties on. Woo! Okay, let's get through that knot. Why they up this more early? Riding their bikes like that. Why? 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 Oh my goodness. Y'all hear them knots like motherfuckers up in my head? Ah, okay. Yeah, isn't it? I'm like, okay. So here we go. Okay, so I have got to go get to Wendy's so we can have our fat ass Memorial Day breakfast. Have you ever had the honey butter chicken biscuits from Wendy's for breakfast? Have you ever had the honey butter chicken biscuits from Wendy's? That's all I'm gonna say. And then they have the seasoned potatoes. It's insane. That's all I'm gonna say. And then get the sriracha sauce. If you like your shit spicy, get the sriracha sauce too. All right, I'm out of here. All right, let me run. I gotta go. Uh, I'm just telling y'all, honey butter biscuit, chicken biscuits with some sriracha sauce and the seasoned potatoes gonna change your life. Go and try it out. Let me know. Let me know how you think about it. All right, so I'm gonna finish this hair up later when I come back after I eat a little something, put some more water in this shit, and keep it moving. We gonna make sure this head is all right though. Whew. Well, the live would have still been going on, but I've been summoned. You know, my family that summoned me. That's why I gotta go. Shit, I was about to sit here and chill, but I've been summoned. I will have a video up in a little while though. So I've been summoned to let me go to my summons. See y'all later.